Let's start by adjusting the width 400 and the height also 400. Make sure it's pixel, not other, only pixels. Then create. Remember to get the logo file here. Right click, save image. You can put in the download folder wherever you want to save as long as you know it, and then click save. Your PNG file is already downloaded. Now let's put the PNG file to your workspace by clicking this. This is the file of my previous one, was in the download folder. Click open and then lock the layer so you won't create any unnecessary change. So it's already being locked. Activate your pen tool. Start tracing. To zoom in, you can press Ctrl and then scroll up. To move around, you can use the space bar and then move around. Click your first anchor. This is straight line, so just click and release. Click and release. Another one, click and release. Click and release. Another one, click and release. Because we want to create a curved line, you can create it from here or you can create it from here. It will be easier to create it from here first. And then connect it. Now we want to create the card from inside. So change the opacity so you can see slightly from the inside, and then click another one to create the small triangle, the smaller triangle. And then let's return the opacity to 100%. Then select both. Choose the subtract button. And it's create the cutout from the smaller triangle. Let's create another one here. Click and release. Click and release. Same one, click and release. Remember that it's fully editable, so you can adjust later on if you have any mistake. And then just slightly reduce the opacity so you can see the inside. Click the inner shape and then the second inner shape. And then use the selection tool to return the opacity. And then select the three shapes and then use subtract. It's being cut. If you want to adjust like this, to adjust the inside, just double click and then use the select tool to modify the anchor. So it's just already being fixed. Remember later on you need to modify the color into your house color. That's it, this one. Control C, Control V, that means you already duplicated. See, you have two objects and then flip. So you have it, the second object. If you want to change with your house color, because I'm a Komodo dragon, so I scroll down on the inspector properties. Here, this is the shape, the color for the shape. Click green. There you go. I got the nice green for the shape. Now continue with the other image. I think the other image are quite simple. So activate pen tool again. Zoom in so it will be easier to identify. Click release, click release, click release. As usual, click release, and then click release. This is to get the adjustment. Click release, and then another shape. Just click release. Supposed to be quite simple, right? Make sure you use a mouse because if using the trackpad, it will be a bit difficult. Okay, almost finished. Then another shape. Another one. This is last part. And if we cannot see where we should put, just reduce the opacity. See, that's the opacity slider. Put it in 76. Then after we are done, return the opacity again. Then use the select tool, Control C, Control V, and then flip, and then adjust the position. Now zoom out, and then I hide the previous file, and then select the shapes, and then change the color. This is the one that you need to submit. How to submit? Make sure click File, Save to Cloud, name it, class name exercise1. Here you can name it class dash name dash exercise1. Because I have a duplicate name here, so I put 1A. But you just save as class name exercise1. Click save. And then your share button is active. So this share button is the one that you need to send to your Google Classroom. Click share, and then click copy, then copy paste to your Google Classroom assignment, and you are done.